Sophie, can you just talk about the overall thoughts of the game today?
I think we came out really well in the first quarter. Defensively, we're on top of it, moving the ball offensively. Shots are going in for us. Overall, I mean, second half, that was a tough stretch. There's a lot of things we could have controlled. Refs were awful tonight, absolutely horrible. You can't miss that last call with Ka. But I think we're going to be better from it. There's a lot of things we can control, and we're going to move forward and be all right.
Can you just talk, because you're going to be playing with Jackie and Asia in the Olympics. Can you just talk about how special they were tonight? Is it just an appetizer for the Olympics?
Yeah, obviously we know how talented they are. You don't become back-to-back champions without having great players. And tonight, both of them were spectacular. That's why they're tough. You think you got one under control, and then the other one gets loose, and they're just a talented bunch. But I thought we had some, like Sophie said, some good stretches, some tough stretches, but throughout all of the chaos, we figured out a way to stay in it, and we'll be better for it in the long run. It's really only our third or fourth game back as a whole team, and I'm just really happy with our team, and we'll go forward.
Diane, what did you think of the ref?
I'm so happy we have charters.
How would you say the balanced attack that your team had versus the Aces, who were kind of top heavy between Kelsey and Asia and Jackie? You had about 6 different players on your team with double figures to them.
Yeah, I mean, to be really, really good, you can't be one-dimensional, and for us to get to where we want to go, we have to have multiple people be productive. And it doesn't always have to come by scoring. There's so many ways you can affect the game. So tonight it was great to see 5 or 6 people in double figures. We're gonna have to have more of that if we want to get to where we want to go. And today was frustrating because we had such a great start and we let it get away. But everything's a learning experience in this league even now.
Would you say that having the Commissioner's Cup out of your mind before the game, saw the Seattle one and it eliminated you guys essentially before the game started? Was it basically just like, we're not worried about that, we're going out and try to win a basketball game?
Well, after the first quarter, I thought we were going to win by 58.
I can't with you, man.
But then we didn't.
In that second quarter, how much of it was them just not missing versus you guys not playing the defense that maybe you guys are?
I mean, didn't they go 10 for 10 from the three? Like, that's insane. And some of those threes were contested. Some of them were from Sydney Colson, who she hasn't really been a shooter all season, to be honest. But with that, we got to learn. Sometimes we have to make the adjustment. We can live with the twos, but threes kill you.
Sophie, as a shooter, how important would you say like off-ball screening? And I noticed you're often the screener in those stack actions.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just trying to do my job to get her the ball wide open on the three. They tend to play her pretty tough. I'm just trying to move. But anytime that we can keep moving, it's hard on the defensive end. It's so easy for them when we're just standing and watching people dribble or trying to get the ball in the B. We got to all move and be on the same string. And so for me, that's one of my roles, and it's what I'm going to do to get her open.
Ben, I know, like you said, Coach said, obviously just 4 games back with everybody healthy, but in that screen game, like with what Natasha Cloud's able to do, I mean, is it just almost like playing with house money? Because it seems like she can get to the rim every time.
I mean, she's that is just one of the things that she's just elite at, is getting to the rack, and not only that, willing to get into the paint and finding people who are open. That's what makes her such a great point guard and such a great competitor. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of ways that we can play, like Sophie said. And I think when you want to be a really, really good team, there's nights where you have to play differently. And I think we can do that from quarter to quarter. And we saw that tonight on both ends, where we were really good defensively and really bad defensively. So I think if we can narrow the gap of that, we'll be in a pretty good position.
You guys have played in a lot of close games so far this year. What are some of the things that you're telling each other as teammates that allows you guys to rally in the ways that you do, whether you win or lose?
I think that comes from coach. It doesn't really matter how the game is going, if it's going our way or not. There's just this calmness about the next play. And, he's really brought that message of staying together no matter what, because it's such a long game and, you know, there's ups and downs and, I think we've been doing a good job of, you know, coming back to the huddle and really talking to each other and saying, you know, if we stay together, we'll have a chance at the end. And tonight, unfortunately, didn't go our way.
And you guys re-signed Charisma today. Can you just talk about what she can add to the team?
You know, she's awesome. I think that a lot of people don't understand that she's actually really good defensively. She might be short, but man, is she strong. We're happy to have her back. She can handle the ball. She can shoot. She can get to the rim. She just has to stay ready. Her time will come eventually. But just good person to have in the locker room as well.
Yeah, it's a great lesson for young kids to go into a camp and be someone that a team likes. You like her.
How the threes can just kill you, and obviously it happened in the second quarter. What can you guys do in a case like that to change the pace or do some things to kind of keep them from being in the flow the way they were for 42 points?
I mean, I think we have to make the adjustment at some point too. When Jackie's going off, someone's got to make her get to the rim. I think we can be more aggressive defensively. But sometimes the ball's just going in their way. Like I said, Sid had 2 tonight that she doesn't do that. And we're a 3-point shooting team, so we love when the ball goes our way, and we hate when people kind of get up in our stuff and make us do something different. And so I just think just be more aggressive. BG's at the rim, force them down there. They don't want to go down there. But again, like we're going to learn from this. We're going to be better for this. Credit them. They're great shooters. They're a great team. But moving forward, I think that we'll probably play that a little different.
We're going to end with one on Zoom. Jennifer?
Hi, my question is for Diana. Diana, you surpassed Michael Jordan
Jennifer?
for the most 20-point. Oh, can you hear me?
We're going to end there. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Oh.